This is a centrifugal pump diagram. A centrifugal pump works by converting the mechanical energy of rotating impeller into kinetic energy of a liquid, which is then converted into pressure energy inside the pump casing. Here's the explanation how it works. The mechanism with the function of each level part has different purposes, and that's it. Many different functionality. First, I will explain the working mechanism. Let's start here from the intake or the suction side. Fluid enters the pump through the intake at the center eye of the impeller due to a pressure difference from the outside and the inside the rotating impeller. There is a pressure difference from it. Second is the impeller. The impeller attached to the drive shaft rotates at high speed. It imparts kinetic energy to the liquid that is flowing inside, causing it to move radially outward, means outward here and here, due to the centrifugal force. Third is the volute casing. The volute casing collects the high velocity liquid from the impeller, as you can see from the arrow, and gradually slows it down. This reduction in velocity converts the kinetic energy into pressure energy, raising the pressure of the fluid before discharge. So, the fourth is the discharge. The fourth working mechanism is the discharge. The pressurized fluid leaves the pump through the discharge port, ready for use in pipelines, irrigation, and industrial. As you can see, this is the discharge. From here, it will flow around the impeller and will flow to the discharge, causing it a high pressurized water, from low pressure to high pressure water. Now I will explain the function of each part. The drive shaft here. It transmits mechanical energy from the motor or engine to the impeller. So the drive shaft, it is connected to a motor, but there is no motor here. As we can see, there is no motor, only the pump. Second is the ball bearing here. It supports the rotating shaft and reduces friction between moving parts, ensuring smooth rotation. As we know, bearing, it is just a support. It is very crucial support so that it will lessen the friction and wear and tear, and the drive shaft can easily or smoothly rotate without any friction or any kana. Bearing housing, this one. Bearing housing contains the ball bearing. It contains this ball bearing. This is a ball bearing both. This is called the bearing housing. It provides structural support, keeping the shaft properly aligned here. As you can see, it provides support to the drive shaft, so it is properly aligned that it will not go like by brick. Bearing pedestal here provides a rigid base for the bearing pump assembly, ensuring stability during operation. Same as bearing housing, it provides support, but this is the strong foot, so that it will not go side by side when the drive shaft rotates. Next, the shaft seal stopping box. It prevents leakage of liquid along the shaft where it passes through the pump casing. It keeps the pumped liquid inside the contaminants out. So, the purpose of shaft seal, as we know, universally speaking, the purpose of seal is to prevent the liquid from leaking or going outside the container or any something that is very crucial na we need to avoid leakage, so that we need to apply seal or anything that can prevent leakage. So this is the purpose of shop sale stopping box. It is just to prevent leakage or contaminants out. Next is the impeller. Impeller, the heart of the pump, it imparts kinetic energy to the fluid through rotation. So we see earlier, I said earlier that the fluid from the intake goes from outside pressure to the another part. So the pressure from the outside and the inside is different. So when the fluid go inside, as the impeller rotates, the liquid from the outside is sucked in by the impeller. So as the impeller rotates, this is very crucial because the impeller helps the liquid to move to the volute casing and then transferred it into the discharge, making it high pressurized water. Next is the wearing ring. A replaceable ring fitted around the impeller eye. It minimizes leakage from the high pressure side back to the low pressure side, reducing wear on the pump casing. Wear ring. Yes, it is replaceable. It is just a ring. Next is the this volute casing. As you can see, it is a spiral shaped casing that collects the underix fluid toward the discharge while converting velocity head to pressure head. From velocity head to pressure head.